Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to some more Borderlands 2. Today we're going to be looking at TK Baha's Bloody Harvest, or the Headhunter Pack Bloody Harvest. And today I thought I'd show you the Easter egg and the raid boss at the end. I could have shown you the main storyline quest, but essentially it's just you do pretty much the same thing that you do when you do the Easter egg, except a little bit less. You just basically work your way around the entire map, which is pretty small, as you can see, and then you fight the boss at the end, which is a quote-unquote raid boss, but he's pretty casual and pretty easy to defeat with just about any character. I'm doing this on overpowered 8, but you can do it on whatever overpower you feel comfortable on, or maybe not even on any overpower level, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'll show you the Easter egg. The Easter egg has 3 stages. You've got the pumpkin head stage, you've got the ring stage, and you have the sacrificial pit stage. So we'll start off with the pumpkin head stage. So you need to destroy 6 of these red pumpkin heads, which are scattered around the map. So there's one, and basically they produce this little flame that comes out of them and then ends up at the Church of the Dead, which I'll show you in just a minute. And then the flames reside on these little pedestals, which have these little flaming beacons. Pretty cool. So here's the next pumpkin head in the necropolis, which is right in front of you as soon as you get in here, and then there's one just behind you. I'm just being conscious of the badass that's right next to me, so I'm moving pretty quickly because I don't really want to deal with all the enemies, just because it takes quite a lot of time, and time is of the essence. But it's not really, but it would be nice to get through this fairly prompt. So we'll get on to the next pumpkin head, and I'll show you the first stage of the ring Easter egg as well in just a second. So here's the pumpkin head number 4, which is just to the right of the back of the church, pretty straightforward. And then just behind that, if you come over to this area, which is behind the church to the left, depending on which way you're looking at it, of course. And then you see this little TV next to this pool of blood, and then you see a little cutscene, which is pretty ring-like. Don't know if that makes any sense to any of you guys. The Ring's a really good film, actually. If you haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend watching it. And there's the phone. I think with The Ring, if you watch the film, you get a phone call from someone. I don't know who it is who phones you, but they basically say that you've got 7 days to live or something. I can't remember exactly. I need to watch The Ring again. It's Halloween coming up pretty soon, so I might watch that around the time of Halloween. So next up, I'll show you the next stage of the Easter egg. So you need to come over to this little pit in Lava Shore Village, which is right next to the church. And this wants a gun, a shield, and a grenade mod. So I can give it a gun. I'll give it this slagger. That'll be fine. A shield. What shield do you want? I think he wants a inflammable bee. That would be cool. We'll give him this longbow, breath of Terramorphous. There you go, good sir. There's a little myth going around that if you put higher tier gear in here, that you actually get better stuff in this chest. I of course don't think that's true. I think you just get random stuff in the chest. As you can see, I just got a load of shit for putting 3 legendaries in there. Well, 2 legendaries and an E-Tech, which of course is what a lot of people would consider to be higher tier gear, but I didn't get anything from it. This little area here is quite good for tubby spider ants, which have the new sort of class mods. They're not really very new anymore, but they came out with the Ultimate Upgrade Pack 2. They're pretty good, actually. I'm using one of them right now. Is the Legendary Gunzerker class mods, and I use I think I use the Legendary Torch on my Psycho as well. So they are some really good class mods. Definitely worth keeping your eyes open for those. So yeah, next up you want to make your way through the little spider ant colony just there. Come up through the area where you fight the blacksmith, who's basically just a retextured Spyco. I think he's called Spyco, the guy who drops the Neo generator on I think it's Dr. Zed's quest, which is called Monster Mash, and I think it's Monster Mash Part 3. But as I said, yeah, keep your eyes open for the tubby spider ants, because they do of course have the new class mods, which are pretty good in my opinion. So next up we've got the second part of the ring Easter egg, which is just down here in this little basement. I might need to kill these dudes really quickly, depending on what they are. I think they're going to be melee guys, so they might chase after me, so I'll just get ready for that. And as you can see, you've got a little TV over here. Shoots a little bit of lightning out of it, and that's all it does really. There's nothing really else to that. Can't really remember that happening in the ring, but what do I know? They should be fighting the spider ants anyway. Yeah, pretty good. So make your way down here, and on the steps you'll have pumpkin number 5, I think it is now. And that will have this little flame that will go to the Church of the Dead, where all of the other flames reside, I guess you could say. The eternal flames of destiny. That's not really what they're called. I just made that up. But as you can see now, we've got 2 lit up on this side, and there'll be 3 on this side as well, which of course means that there is 1 more flame to ignite. So we're going to do that really quickly. Jump back down into the necropolis, this little area through here, which is basically like a big graveyard, I guess you could say. Make your way down here towards the raid boss, Jack-o'-lantern. He's not really like a proper raid boss, as I said at the beginning. He's more just sort of like a casual boss. I haven't seen any legendaries or anything drop from him, so I don't think he's like the same tier as like other raid bosses. But make your way down here, and you'll see the pumpkin number 6, the final pumpkin. Yeah, so there's the final pumpkin. All of these flames will be ignited on the church again, so we'll go back to that in a second, just to go and see what's happened over there. We'll fight this guy really quickly. He's pretty easy, as I said. I'm just going to use a fire interfacer. This dude's like the only dude in this DLC who's actually like not resistant to fire. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So a fire interfacer works pretty well. As you can see, you get locked in by these big sort of spiky roots or something. I don't know. Don't even know. Who knows? As you can see, it's very bloody and scary. I'm gonna bathe in this blood. It's really nice. There he is. Just bathe in the blood once again. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we go. I want to get my shields down if you can, sir. There we go. Proc lots of money shot. And then you fight his head, which is already destroyed. That's an explosive bomb. And yeah, that's it. Pretty straightforward. Let's deal with these guys quickly. Let's clean up the town of this filth. Get out of my town. Alright, so that's that. As you can see, not really any good loot, I want to say. Well, no, none of this loot's very good at all, to be honest. But you need to defeat him to unlock the final stage of the ring Easter egg, which is just over here through this little area. I guess you could call it, little alleyway. And here it is, the final television. This has just got like a psycho's face on it. It just sort of flashes and looks a little bit spooky, I guess you could say. And that's it. Now we have unlocked the hidden boss. Very scary. And he's over in the necropolis, so we're going to see that on our way back through to the church. And this guy is resistant to fire, so I'm just going to use a shock interfacer on him. Always good to use an interfacer. The interfacer is pretty good with like every single character. I use an interfacer with my Krieg. I use Salt the Wound and like a fire interfacer a lot of the time for dealing with like the bigger enemies, and it works out pretty well. Interfaces are pretty good. Of course, they're even better if you have the right interfacer for the right enemy. So if you use like a shock interfacer on a fire enemy, obviously a fire interfacer on a fleshy enemy, you should have a pretty good time. So yeah, as you can see, all of these little oh no, that will be lit up in just a second. So we need to go back to the church, which is something that I needed to do anyway, which is just up here. So you can see now all of the little beacons are lit up now, which is all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and you see this little door just opened, all that little shaking, and you get a high tier chest in here as well, which is of course full of shit again. So there you go. It's just luck of the draw really with those chests. I don't think there's any way to really, I don't know, like get better stuff without. Okay, that's an invisible wall. I'm gonna die now because I'm stuck in. No, I'm not. Good. That was a good evasive tactic. Why is there an invisible wall here? Okay. One thing you can never defeat is an invisible wall. So now all of these beacons are lit up. So that's all of the stages of the Easter egg complete, and you'll see the hidden boss, the Easter egg boss, in just a second. So just kill one of these dudes. We'll kill all of these dudes. But here, there he is. He's Cluck the Combusted Crypt Keeper. Is he difficult? Who knows? Who knows? No, he is not difficult. A lot of people say they get legendaries and stuff from him. I've got like a pyrophobia from him a few times. Some people say they've got like hellfires and shit from him. So I don't know. I guess that's just luck of the draw again. But as you can see, I didn't get anything. Luck of the draw, as I said. You can't always expect to get a legendary from every single enemy. So you know, it is what it is. It's just RNG all over pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been a pretty quick sort of run through of the Easter egg. I think that's the quickest and most direct route. As you can see, I did it from start to finish in what, like 10-15 minutes, so pretty quickly. There's also lots of high tier chests and stuff on the way, a chance to see maybe 1 or 2 tubby spider ants if you're really lucky. Obviously there's that little raid boss who I don't think actually drops anything good, so I wouldn't really worry about that too much. But yeah, you get a good shot at like 2 or 3 higher tier chests, and yeah, that flaming dude, Clark the Combustible Crypt Keeper or whatever he's called, he has a really good chance to drop like fiery legendary. So I've had a pyrophobia, and as I said, other people have had like hellfires and shit. But at the end of the main storyline quest, you do actually get this head, which is called Hollowed, which is a pumpkin head, which I had a feeling it would be a pumpkin head. I did actually say in a commentary, I think it was yesterday before this DLC actually came out, that it would be a pumpkin head, so there you go, pumpkin head. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been pretty short and sweet, just the way you like it. But yeah, I'll see you for the next one, and peace out.